I just finished playing a little bit of Death Stranding today, and I have to say, great game. I mean, just top notch, all that stuff. I'm saying, as a Kojima fan, I'm definitely satisfied. I don't feel like I wasted my money at all. Now, I'm sure as somebody who probably doesn't really give a shit about Metal Gear games or Kojima, you're probably sick of hearing shit like that, every time a Kojima or anything that has Kojima in it, like, people are like, "Oh, Kojima's a god." Like, I mean, every I think every fan base of anything always has like those extremists, right? So I can get it why you may be annoyed by hearing me say that, right? But and I can understand that, and I'm not even going to be mad at you for feeling that way at all. See, one thing, one thing as a Kojima fan, I know for a fact that I'm not even going to look at any reviews. I don't care, because genuinely I don't care. From the minute I saw the trailer and I was like, "Oh shit, this is a Kojima game, not a Konami game," I just I went straight forward. I hit the wallet up. I had to have that talk, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna have to go ahead and buy this, man. Now, because I don't care about what other people think, I only care about what I think about the game, which I love. I'm not gonna go look at any reviews for the game, but I can almost guarantee that the reviews are all gonna be something like this: the game's boring, the game's repetitive, it's a delivery, or it's like a FedEx or UPS simulator. Um, it's trash. Like it's like I said, it's boring, repetitive. It's the same shit that people say about every game. Um, and I feel that the reason why, if anybody does have an issue with the game, I think it's because they're looking at it through Metal Gear eyes. And when I say that, I don't mean that they're like trying to compare, Death Stranding to Metal Gear, but I mean in the sense that like they're probably going to look at the game and like say, okay, look, people who play this, people who play Call of Duty, right? Every time you hear somebody complain about a new Call of Duty that's out, whether it be this, whether it was Black Ops 4, fuck it, Advanced Warfare, whatever. Every new COD that comes out, you always hear like those people who like, oh, bring back this COD I used to play back when I was in high school. Just remaster that, I'll be happy. But I can guarantee you that when they do finally show the remaster, or they finally do come out with it, there's going to be issues with that. Like people are going to cry about that, right? But I'm saying like everybody wants to keep saying like, oh, bring back this game that I played back then or whatever, blah blah blah. It's like because they're trying to chase that magic that old game used to give them, and like that's just not gonna happen. Like I don't understand like why people keep saying things like that. Oh, bring back this, bring back that. It's like it's also like in hip hop when people are like, oh, bring back the '90s. The '90s isn't gonna fucking happen. It's not. But I am one of those people who say shit like that, bring it back to the '90s. But there's like a nuance in that. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But back to this. Everybody always says, bring back this game that I played, or bring back something like this game that I played back in the day that I used to love playing. I mean, I think if you let go of that stupid complaint, like if you stop trying to chase something in the past, I don't know, I feel like your future gets a lot better. Like even in video games, it's like stop trying to, you know, get that. Like stop trying to search for that. That's not coming back. Try to look for something new. Maybe you'll actually enjoy it better. I don't know. But I feel that it's the same thing with Death Stranding. Now, people may not necessarily be saying, "Oh, bring back bring back the Metal Gear franchise. I want Metal Gear Solid 6." But based on the people that I have talked to who don't like the game, because like I'm in Facebook groups and stuff, and people talk about the games that they just bought and blah blah blah. Oh, you know. But based on the people I have talked to that don't like the game, that's kind of the mindset that they're coming from. And it's just like, oh, well, I played these games back then, and these were the greatest games of all time, in my opinion. So therefore, every new game that comes out, you know, it's in competition with those games that I hold so dearly. And it's just, it kind of annoys me when people look at things that way. But, and it makes sense because, you know, it's by the same developer, but that's just dumb because they could be in a totally different place mentally from like when they made that to like the games that they're making now. I don't know. It just annoys me when people think that way. But yeah, I'll wrap this up so I'm not wasting any more of your time. But if there's anything that me, a Kojima fan, can pass on to you just as a normal gamer, is to just stop watching reviews. There's no point. If you're really that on the fence about a game, just wait until there's a sale so that you can play it at a discounted price. So that way, even if you actually don't like the game, you won't feel as ripped off as the people who pre-ordered it or bought it day one. I mean, these privileged YouTubers aren't playing the game the same way that you're playing them. They're playing like the first 3 levels and then judging the whole game based on that. And you can just kind of tell that that's what they're doing, because think about the games that you do play right now that you love to death. If you haven't done so already, go check out the reviews for that game. I can almost guarantee you're going to be so heartbroken at like the way that people view those games. You're going to be like, what? We couldn't have played the same game. Now, you know, opinions are subjective, you know. I mean, no, not everybody has to like the same game, but again, you hear some of these criticisms and you're just like scratching your head like, there's no way we played the same game. There's no way. Example, one of the funniest criticisms I ever hear about a video game is, this game was lazily put together. Lazily put together. Developers spend years a lot of times creating video games for us. How is that lazy? I'm not even gonna try to pretend I can understand what that means. It's just, if you don't like the game, you don't like the game, right? But it's like, that's just mind-boggling to me. Lazily put together. Meanwhile, the person who's saying that is like, all they do is play video games all day to make content for YouTube. Is that not as lazy? Like, I don't know, man. But the best part about opinions, man, is you're allowed to have yours, I'm allowed to have mine, and we can just agree to disagree. But I think one thing that we can all agree on is that games like Anthem are, that game was actually trash, man. Like, I actually feel like I did waste my money on that shit. That game was fucking garbage. Now when I mean garbage, is just like the actual game isn't bad, but it's like, that shit was not worth $60 at all, dude. Yo, one of my friends spent $100 on that, dude. That shit is crazy. They spent $100. He spent $100 on the game, and you know what you get for $100? I think you get. I forgot. There was something else that you get, but one of the big things about that $100 version was you get this like Legion of the Dawn outfit, right? But you want to know what's so crazy about that outfit? You unlock that outfit when you beat the story. Dude, I know he was pissed. I know he was pissed when that happened. Um, I mean, man, man, I'm so glad I didn't pay 100, man. Oof. I know he's salty at that, man. Actually, you know what's funny? That same guy I'm talking about, he bought Fortnite because that game used to actually you actually had to pay for that game. He bought Fortnite. That is hilarious, man. I feel like if you buy a game, like if you buy a game, right, and if later down the road they say, "All right, everybody, we're deciding to go free to play now," you gotta give them like half the money back or something. Like you gotta. And Fortnite's a great game. Um, Oh, sorry. Sorry, something in the background. But yeah, Fortnite's not a bad game. It's a great game and everything if you're into it. But I mean, again, just if you supported the game in the very early stages and they decided to come out of nowhere and say, "All right, guys, we're gonna go free to play." I mean, that kind of is a slap in the face of the supporters because now all these 12-year-olds are gonna be playing the game for free while you just sitting there like, "Damn, why'd I pay that?" Because I think that shit was $60 too, man. That shit was crazy. Oh, they gotta fix the Juggernaut spawns, man. But anyway, I'm done. Like I said, I don't want to waste any more of your time, man. All right. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.